This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Yes.
Anyway, here's the deal. Anything can happen here on Something to Wrestle. And today, Bruce, we're covering the masterpiece, Chris Masters. Chris is going to turn 39 on January 8th. So this Saturday, as you're listening to this, tomorrow will be his 39th birthday. Believe it or not, his story begins at the age of just 16 for Ultimate Pro Wrestling. When he first starts training there, man, Rick Bassman and the WWE, you guys have some sort of relationship. I mean, from the Ultimate Warrior to John Cena, and there's been so many talents. Samoa Joe went through there. Now Chris Masters. Rick Bassman has quite the resume of folks that he helped get in the biz, does he not?
Well, first of all, happy birthday to Chris Masters, because Chris is a loyal listener of the show, and I want to wish him a very happy birthday this Saturday. Rick Bassman, man, Rick had a school outside of Hollywood, California. There weren't a plethora of places to go and learn the craft. Rick had a spot in Southern California where a lot of guys would go to be discovered. There were, every bodybuilder in the world, every wannabe, whether you were an aspiring actress that wanted to wait tables during the day or thought that maybe you could make your name in the world of acting by becoming a wrestler or diva, whatever the hell it was at the time, that Bassman had a place for you to go. And Rick was really the only game in town. I don't know, there were times that Rick had some good trainers and not so good trainers. There were times, I don't know that it was absolutely the best training facility, but I tell you what it was really the best for seeing some of the giants and seeing people that you may not ordinarily find that were looking for a place to go. John Cena comes from there. Bassman and Warrior and WWE, that had absolutely nothing to do with that. I think just Warrior passed through there. And was one of Rick's first, quote, "Oh my God, I trained the Warrior." And if you're going to brag about that, then woo. But it was a place to go and it was a place to be seen. So when looking for talent in Southern California, the other thing that Rick did for us that was extremely helpful is, man, I could call Rick on a Tuesday and say, "Hey man, I'd like to have an audition. I'd like for you to pull together, give him any description of anything." And Rick could pull together, man, a casting in a matter of days because he had really great connections that he was in the Hollywood world. If you needed a big man for a stunt man or you needed a big monster in a movie, Rick a lot of times was the first call in Hollywood. They'd say, "Hey, do you have any guy that's 6'9", 390 pounds that could fill this role?" And he would send them 4 guys. So that was really the relationship, and that was where Rick was really, invaluable in many ways to us because it was a place to go and everybody knew, go to UPW and chances are you could get looked at by WWE. And in addition to that, you could get a movie role, along the way.
How about this for timing? Chris starts training the same day as John Cena, but ends up getting hurt and he winds up being out for 3 months. The WWF at the time were recruiting out of UPW, and Masters decided at the time to get into bodybuilding and working out, which led him to focus on that for 3 years. When do you remember Chris Masters coming across your radar?
I remember Chris, I can't tell you the year, but I remember when Chris first started training because he was young and just had a desire to be in the business. And that's one thing that when you're looking at talent, you're looking for people in the business. Someone that has desire is a huge deal.
I want to mention he gets signed by the WWE in October of 2003. And from there, he's sent to Ohio Valley Wrestling, and he'll be known from that point forward as Chris Masters, Who do you think would have made the decision to sign him? Is that like every other wrestler in the last 20 years? Is that a JR hire?
Sure, might as well.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.